money, not having the capability of taking care of the basic needs. How does life look like when you don't have money? When you are in a position whereby you cannot take care of your day-to-day responsibility, of your day-to-day responsibility. Like, how is life gonna be? Can you imagine you've been strangled? Like somebody is strangling you. What is the first thing that you'll think of? What is the first thing that will come to your mind? You'll think of how to untie yourself from whoever is strangling you. You'll think of the little oxygen to grasp so that you keep breathing. But right now, you are not being strangled. You are not being done anything. So what is it that you think of? You think of money. How will I get money? How will I do this? How will I take care of the basic needs? Right? That's the one thing that this is your host Washington, and welcome back. Now, I'll be specific. We're gonna talk about what do you do when you don't have money. How is life being like when you don't have money? How is life when you don't have money? You see, take a country like Burkina Faso. You see, on GDP, Burkina Faso is being rated the poorest country. Like, come to think of it, how does those people in Burkina Faso survive? Let's take an example. Let's assume, or let's narrow down. Like, Burkina Faso is now maybe in Kenya. Kenya is like Burkina Faso because one of the major things that Burkina Faso is facing is a low employment rate. You see, like when there is low employment rates, it means there is a low turnover of revenue. That is number one fact. Number two, this low employment rate is being created by the political class, political greediness. You see, like here's a case whereby every politician, every political host, every political member that is in the political class will always strive to like get rich, will always strive to put money in their pocket in the pretense of going to take care of the citizens. You see, this is one thing that makes Burkina Faso like, you see, even the urbanization rate, the urbanization development. If you check like the rural and the urban centers, you find that there is a big gap. You know, I always do ask myself one question, like, okay, why is the political class like always revolving around those who've been in politics? I mean, these people are the same people that maybe at one point in life that we went with them to the same school, we did the same courses, we maybe went to the same universities. You see, but now when they get into the political environment, they try to grab, like every other person in politics, be it what country or what country, every other fucking person in politics always wants to be rich, and this it's one thing that creates a big gap between like the development sectors. You see, like more youths are getting unemployed, yet politicians can't give that money to the youths. Like they can't bring the development uh, where the youths are. You see, politicians are very funny because for this income generation to be in process, to be rotating in the country, like to be rotating under one pot. These are the people, the same people that are supposed to fight for us, are supposed to like sit down with the president, tell him this and this and this. I think we should do a development of this. Once development is being done, once technology is there in a country, once development you hear like roads are being formed, the transportation process is running smoothly, the communication process is running smoothly, um, banking process is running smoothly, every other thing that generates income, the marketing strategy, the marketing incomes, the marketing flows, and all that. The stock exchange is rising. You see, those are the factors that improves money circulation in a country. You feel, like you can imagine, like if those factors are not like considered. You see, we Kenyans or the or the people of Kenya or the country of Kenya, we really striving to like to be in the second or the top developed countries. You see, but like every other country, we can also be there. We can be there by just doing the right thing. Like every other country can be there, even including Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso can be there. It's not like we cannot say that a country like Qatar is better than uh, Kenya or is uh, more okay. It's more developed. I agree with the fact that it's more developed and it's among the top richest country in the world. So you see, but I believe the government of Qatar, the government of Luxembourg, the government of Senegal, they all started somewhere. Like they all started by eradicating some of the stuffs that may hinder the government, that may not bring the money flow of in the country. You see, if you take an example like the world's greatest billionaires, you see, these people are some same people that they do invest in their own country. You see, like every other fucking thing that they start, every other ideas that they bring to the table, they start like by trying in their own country, which means this if they try in their own country, many companies will buy the same idea, many companies will start using the same idea, thus generating money income. And when income is rising, the rates of employment among the youths is also rising, and then the circulation goes on and on and on. The politicians stop being greedy because they want also the money to circulate, and like the other way around, whereby politicians, the political class, like they get money in form of citizens taxes, they go invest it in other country, they leave their home country, and you see the youths keep on like they keep on asking for job, yet there is no job. Not that necessarily there is no job, there are jobs, but those who are holding those capacity of giving the jobs are not doing so because they're taking all that currency, going to deposit it in another country. You hear like offshore accounts, you hear like there's several accounts. Someone has like 4 or 5 accounts holding billions of shillings in another country. Like, are we being realistic? You know, every other day I wake up and I'm like, uh, what if uh, uh, money is not flowing? How will I then take care of my bills? How will I take care of my wife? Because without money, trust me, even My wife can run away from me. My kids will get another person who is capable of taking care of them. My family will start seeing me as nobody in that whole family. They'll start seeing me as I am not anyone. You see that? And when money is not there, remember the companies that are even employing people, because there need to be money circulation for companies to employ people, for companies to import and export products. You see that for a country to import and export products, there has to be money flow. There has to be import and export ratio and how do you call it? The market range has to also rise, because every other country, every other person needs money. You see, you need money to go out there, take care of your kids, go take them out, take care of your fuel, take care of your vehicle by fueling it, take care of your vehicle by maybe changing the spares, or importing other spares that are not. You see, money has a lot of uses. Because without that money, I can't even like live in a rental house. Without the money, I can't be. But living in a house is a basic need. Eating is a basic need. You hear a country like Burkina Faso, sometimes the rate at which the food flows in that country is kind of it's rated like 4 out of 10%. You see, and you imagine, how do people survive there? What? No investor wants a country whereby money is not flowing. No investor wants a country whereby the currency is not flowing. Every other billionaire that you see outside there, they always have a target of which country to invest in, because they know when they invest, their money will be back. I give you an example. Like I read somewhere, like Elon Musk invented like 90 million into Tesla, and then in a period of sometimes, or in a period of maybe a year or so, the Tesla gave him a profit of 900 million. So every investor, that's the spirit of every investor. That's the spirit of every other person who is out there who wants to be a businessman. He wants to always get a profit. He wants to always like his money to be back, and then he invests again. That's the same thing with the government. The government should invest in the youths, give them these youths. When they get the jobs, they'll pay their taxes on time. These taxes will be used to again redevelop other sectors, whereby more youths will be hired, and then more taxes will be generated, and the circle continues. The circle will continue, and with a span of sometimes this country will start building roads, it will start launching like the airports and all that, and all this launching of development. These are employments to the youths, to those that are not employed, to every person that in that country that is not employed. Because the more the employment rates, the higher the revenues. And the higher the revenues, the higher or the more the country is developed. So I think when we are talking about money, it's a very sensitive area that cut across every other basic need, every other extra essential need that we need, that we want, that we require. So I would like to leave it at that. And guys, thank you so much for staying in, for tuning in. And as we are about to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, I want to take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous Happy New Year coming ahead. Thank you guys. Stay tuned.